Did you come to an instant conclusion on this one, or was it some debate?
Yeah. Nah, there's one clear place that I would go.
Cool. This is my guess, but I'm not entirely sure where we are. No. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised.
Aww.
Oh, I can't. I'm annoyed now because I was quite confident on that one. So let's go.
Yeah,
back.
I was confident that you would get it, but
So where did I go wrong
unfortunately.
thinking Australia? So my thought process was we were in like, what did you call it? The like a mountain divided region or something.
the Great Dividing
The
Range.
I thought we were somewhere near there. Now I probably didn't guess anywhere near there because I forgot exactly where it was. But I thought we were near that. Now I don't know why I thought that, but that was what came to my head. The left-hand drive and the white road lines, along with the rest of it, was the giveaway for that part of the world. But what made it New Zealand and not Australia or Tasmania?
I think just the trees. I guess they look like pine trees. There's no eucalyptus as far as I can see anywhere. So that made me go New Zealand. Also, the yellow grass is just like with the rolling hills and the yellow grass, it's just like very typical of South Island usually.
Okay.
It's kind of an interesting location.
It is, because this building on the right, it feels quite stylized, doesn't it? It seems like it's like a hotel type building or something that's maybe been commissioned or something that is probably like not. I don't know. That's my feeling at least.
I'm kind of ignoring it, using the one on the left.
Yeah,
The buildings on the left they're kind of more normal for this country, I think.
Okay. I don't know if I can't tell from the plates, but I think I'm gonna go Belgium, and I'm just gonna drop it in. I'm gonna say Charleroi and then get it wrong. We'll see what it is. Okay, right. So our winner was
France.
It was, yeah. It was France, yeah. Well, I mean Paris to be exact.
I went France right next to Belgium.
So this is the ultimate pinpoint stroke hedge location. But
the brick building.
So this one to the left with the little arches on it.
Yeah, that looks very like Belgium or North France.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be I had a feeling it would be France. The building behind it, like that one with the yellow kind of feel and the mansard above it.
Yeah, see,
that felt very French.
This to me felt kind of French. This is why I didn't go Spain in the end, because this, I don't know, it just didn't feel it for me. But that's. RC, how are you feeling about this?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good, okay.
I found a place name with what it's one of the words that it says, but I don't think it fits.
Interesting. Okay. A lot of people got this one right, so well done if you are one of them. So what was this place name, Marcy? It didn't match up in the end? It was just Thieves, was it?
It wasn't too far though.
Okay.
Yeah. I got 9th and I wasn't too far. 4960.
Nick, very close.
Daru on there.
Right, okay. So, I mean, is there anything specific really to talk about this one? I think we've kind of covered that idea. Is it felt quite dry, quite sandy? Obviously, there's a bit of race guessing going on. I feel like you get these trees all over Africa, but am I wrong?
One of the main things is if you could read the words on that sign, the use of the OU is like very common in French Africa.
Right.
Like, that's what they usually use in French in Africa
French
for like place
key.
names.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about the That's actually really clever. I didn't even think about that.
The redness of the soil, but also it's like kind of sandy, would only fit with like northern Ghana or Senegal, really, like with this kind of landscape. But yeah, it just definitely felt more like Senegal.
I see what you're thinking. I'm not sure, you know. There's something that's throwing this off for me.
Yeah, it is kind of tough, but I think I have an idea.
There's something about this that's made me question, you know.
Hmm.
It's like when you feel quite secure in your sexuality, and then a really fit guy walks past, and you're just questioning, am I? Is this?
Thank you for that analogy.
I just thought, just in case anyone needed some help to understand what being unsure felt like. I'm not confident at all.
I'm not confident in you either.
Was it? Please don't. Okay. If this doesn't seem like the other place I thought it was, though.
I think it's Uganda. That's where I went.
Wait, it's Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
nice.
My whole world. I thought it was either Brazil or Cambodia. In no way, Africa didn't come into my mind. So this is what we were looking at.
It was like the more I looked at it, the more I was like confident in Uganda. That house in the back just does not look Brazilian at all.
That's why this is what threw me off, and I was like,
wait, can you zoom on it?
Yeah, I wanted to move up to it, see if we can get a better view of the whole thing. This is what I thought it was like. Oh, is that a Southeast Asia type house? But kind of looking at it closer now,
Yeah.
Some of the
like I wish I could explain it, but it just it doesn't look Brazilian, and it also doesn't look Southeast Asian. I guess
the porch is just
it
really
is kind of a
interesting,
strange
isn't it?
house. Yeah.
This porch kind of thing, and there's like I mean, you couldn't see it from where we were, but the kind of like little raised platform is quite an interesting. So that was something that clinched it. And imagine obviously the very red soil.
The red soil, yeah, definitely. It's like the kind of soil you see in Cambodia and Brazil, but Cambodia would never be this hilly, I feel like, or it wouldn't be this urban in the hilly parts.
Yeah.
Brazil just it just didn't really feel like it with the architecture, I think.
Yeah. One of the reasons why, again, we found this last time, we're finding it again. One of the reasons why I think I struggled with this is because I'd usually look at this car and click Uganda, and I wouldn't actually look around me at all. I think I've got a guess.
I have one as well.
Okay. This one seems like a bit of an architecture guesser. Would you agree, RC? Or was there something else for you?
I think, yeah. There's one other thing that I'll explain, but really, like, to get the country here, I definitely went off of architecture.
So I think a lot of people would have got the SEA kind of vibe from that. But the question is, how many people actually got Malaysia? Quite a few of you. We've got at least until the top 25 there. Nobody in Cambodia or Vietnam. Nobody in the Philippines. And a couple in Indonesia. And then we had a decent amount of... Now, this is interesting. Had a decent amount of people in Europe. So, for me at least, the struggle I had and why I was doubting myself is because... And this is where you can start correcting me, RC. Is when I see these kind of like... These particular looking houses, especially when we've got... I always think in Southeast Asia, you've got a lot of walls outside your house. Always seems to be the case. The kind of houses that have walls outside them, but the walls look maybe a little bit different. And I think in Thailand, they're more like fencey type walls than these like pillory ones here. I think that's where I was maybe getting confused. But at least for me, the kind of the pillars in the houses and the kind of flat roof, not 100% flat, but kind of quite flat looking roofs, were a bit of a hint to Southeast Asia. So what was it for you?
Okay, I saw some people were like mentioning poles, but I really don't know poles from Malaysia if they're useful or not. But the big thing is the license plate on the right, or no, on the left, sorry, is a black one. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. Black plates would only be Indonesia or Malaysia, but
yeah, that's a good point. Good one. Yeah.
To differentiate between Malaysia and Indonesia. Malaysia, their houses, like, they love to use columns, like on the front porches of their house and stuff. And also the roofs are often much better quality than those in Indonesia.
Interesting.
They have like nice like tiled roofs usually in Malaysia. Meanwhile in Indonesia they either have like metal plate or like metal sheet roofs
Yeah.
or like this like brown tile that's like kind of poor quality. It's like very specific looking.
Trying to think, if I'm looking around, I'm thinking, is there something specific here, or is it more of a vibe thing? Is it more of a combination of things, smaller things? Because I don't think there's anything
I
here
feel
that
like
screams an individual location.
if you have a good architecture knowledge, then I think it's not too difficult.
Okay, interesting. I guess the very prominent thing here is we've got quite a consistent color of roofs. I think it's quite a standout.
Yeah,
On here.
and when I think of this country, I usually think of this color of roof.
Interesting. Okay. I was thinking seasons. Seasons was in the back of my head, but I didn't. Nothing
Yeah.
came to my head at all to help with that.
Seasons are definitely very helpful here.
When I'm looking at this, the first sort of place that came to my head was Slovenia or Croatia, and I don't have a justification for that. So I'm just gonna go click here, and we'll find out what happens. Was it Croatia? Okay.
Yeah, I went Croatia, and
That's
I
the
think
is
by
that the
looks
red?
of it, I might have
Oh
gone-
my god! Did somebody? Oh, you 5K'd! Oh, you
Yeah.
5K'd! Well done, man. Very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Interestingly enough, the red roofs actually did seem to be. Would you agree? Then that was quite a key factor in getting this one.
Yeah. So first of all, the fall coverage, which I think you did pick up on, and I'm pretty proud of you for that. But the red roofs, like probably almost every building and like every house in Croatia has a red roof
Yeah,
for
it
some
does.
reason. Some of the houses, the roofs kind of had that Hungarian style where it's like a diamond shape and like it comes to one point, which is like typical Hungarian. But
Right.
the other houses just look like typical Croatian. And the one on the left side of the road, that's like that brick wall. That's like that just felt very Croatian to me with that brick wall. The reason why I wouldn't go Slovenia, I feel like Slovenia doesn't really have that much red roofs, as
Right.
opposed in the south they do sometimes, but usually it's like different. They sometimes have like Alpine style architecture, like you would find in Austria.
Yeah.
We talked about that on Simi's podcast a little.
Shout out to Simi's architecture podcast. You want to get into the nitty gritty, that is a place to get some really, really good information. Again, I have two countries that are very, very different in my head.
I know the country.
Okay.
I think the country can be fairly obvious
Interesting.
if you know about like landscape.
I'm thinking. Part of me was thinking Mongo, but not that much. The other part of me is thinking Ruru. Ugh! I'm so fucking shit at this game. That round pissed me off.
Me and Polly got the right town, I think.
You fucking did as well. How irritating. You both got this town.
Okay, yeah. One of the things was actually the fence. That like fence color just kind of gives off like Mongolia vibes. I don't know why.
Interesting.
It's just like they like fences there, I guess. There's also, I think you can see a couple of yurts on the right side.
So at least-
Those are like those like tents that.
Oh yeah, look,
they're like typical Mongolian.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I think it's just like the lack of trees, and it's like this like greenish yellowish shade. It's like it's just such a specific looking landscape. And the reason I went that specific town is like I've like looked at that town before in GeoGuessr, it's kind of like weird because you have this huge like river or lake apparently, like when you look on the map.
Yeah, I can't see that at all.
But then, yeah, it's nowhere to be seen. Like that's why I kind of remembered it. It's just it's
Okay.
extremely flat because of that. Because there's apparently a river here, but you can't see it, and so you can just kind of tell. It's like I don't know. Like I could just kind of tell that it was that town because of that.
Are you would you say confident on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like decide where in the country to go. I'm not hedging. I'm gonna try and
Oh, okay.
go for
Brave
an
of
actual
you
guess.
if it's the place I think it is. Okay, thank fuck for that. It did come through. Now, the reason why I said I think we're going to be split is because I think we're wrestling between people who went Japan versus people who went South Korea. I immediately thought, oh, it looks kind of Japanese, and I thought it looks cold as fuck at the moment. It looks like winter coverage. We kind of got fall leaves and stuff like that. And then that's how I arrived at South Korea. So, what was it for you then?
One of the biggest things is the car is a Hyundai, which is a Korean car. The white and yellow like stripe thing, like as a crosswalk, that's like pretty Korean looking.
Okay.
Also, the use of the brick. I feel like in Japan you're never going to see like brick really used like that. Like just
Yeah, that's
this
interesting.
like red
actually.
brick. And the fall coverage is like typical of South Korea.
It's kind of a funny detail. Have you spotted the funny detail, RC?
Like I don't know what you're referring to.
Well, that's okay. If you've not spotted it, you've not spotted it. Only big brains
I'm
like
missing
me have
something?
seen it.
Are you talking about the
That-
giant poster on the left?
No. Obviously not. Should I be paying attention to that post? I don't know. When... Okay. For a second there, I thought.
Okay.
For a second there, I thought I'd lost it. No, do you know what? There was something I'm referencing from a previous round, and maybe you can say it's maybe you can say it's wrong, but we'll go over it in just a second. So quite interesting on the east coast there, but it was Malaysia. Obviously, what we were looking at was this really weird. So actually, it's just a one with like a weird version of like.
It's a one.
It's a one, yeah.
I did not.
With a flag.
I didn't even realize that.
But yeah, we did have these sort of buildings over here. So what I was going to reference then from the previous rounds, and I might be right, wrong, might be right, but we had good condition roofing, roofs, and then we had the pillars again.
Yeah.
And that was that, and also the I don't know the colours of the buildings as well, but less so, and then the road lines kind of. But also you get
the main thing about the road lines is the yellow stripes that you see. They're like only in Malaysia, and then also the signpost with the black and white stripes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the black and white stripes, and you got a little bit over here, but it's less common, and it's definitely not only featured in Malaysia. But you get the black and white.
Yeah, no, you see that in Thailand and Indonesia as well.
So not a clue you wanna reference, but definitely the poles here certainly help, and some of that architecture. Obviously, you've also got, got kind of palmish looking trees, and it's kind of dry and very warm looking. Oh, what a location! This is fascinating. Okay, I'd put this in the Bean Boys map. It's quite pretty. I've fucking no idea where it is, but it's nice. Okay, we're on a beach. We've got seagulls, which definitely fits our intro for the pro show.
Yeah.
Just straight off the bat, does this say anything to you?
No, I'm pretty confused.
Yeah,
honestly.
this is interesting. I guess what we've got in the background is some sort of identifier that helps you place. I guess
it's
maybe helps place
huge mountains though.
Yeah, I'm gonna struggle on this one.
Okay, I have a thought based off of the mountain.
Off the mountain.
So I'm just gonna go with that, and we'll see if I'm wrong.
Oh my
No,
god,
but
right. That is fucking... Yeah. Do you know what? Thinking about it... Oh, you... Fuck off, RC.
yeah.
Fuck off. What did you... How did you... What? And Kurt, and Polly, and Alting. I guess... Oh my god, what is this? What is this bullshit? So what mountain are we looking at? This thing here?
That's Table Mountain. Yeah, it's like an
Ah.
extremely like specific looking mountain. I thought like when I saw it at first I didn't recognize it, but then like the more I looked at it, I was like, wait, that kind of fits. And Robin Island like makes sense because it looked like we were on a trekker. Like there was just like
Yeah.
a path.
And then is this called Table Mountain because it's like flat on the top? Or...
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. If
Yeah.
you look at it from closer, from like in Cape Town, it's like it's very famous. I don't know if you've seen it, but
Don't you know? I don't think I have. Thinking about it, see if we can get a slightly different view of it from closer up.
yeah,
Oh fucking hell! You're right. Yeah.
yeah, and that's Cape Town down there. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a very famous view.
Yeah.